ask you another question. When did you start making the timeline for Chicago?
The timeline of Chicago, I started in the year 2000.
2000. Oh, that's like
Navy Pier.
14 years, yeah.
I started it 14 years ago.
Oh, it started with the installation of the stained glasses there. Okay.
No, well, it actually started as a concept, and I didn't have a web page. But I was keeping a timeline shortly after I did a book called Made in Illinois,
Okay.
which listed and discussed in 180 pages or so all of the things made in Illinois. Firsts.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
about firsts. And then I did the history of the Newberry Library. And that came before Made in Illinois. But it was all about why the Newberry Library is important. I'm always interested in why something is important.
Okay.
And what does it do that's different from, let's say, the New York Public Library or the Getty Library? What makes the Newberry so interesting? Well, there's a whole bunch of things, and often it has to do with firsts and collecting things in ways that aren't common. And Chicago is like that. It has all sorts of firsts. Like the first Starbucks that was a brick and mortar Starbucks was here.
Oh,
It was at
okay.
Jackson. And,
I know McDonald's and I know Walgreens, but I didn't know Starbucks.
yeah, Starbucks first, they started in Oregon, or in Seattle, I mean. But the first brick and mortar outside of
Okay.
the West Coast is in Chicago.
Okay.
It's just off of Jackson and LaSalle,
Okay.
1983. And so there are these firsts that Chicago has, and it works here. I started compiling them and keeping a list of them. And I thought, oh, this is really interesting. So much happened here. And then I thought, well, let's see how other timelines are put together. And they're all put together by politics and history and art and sculpture, architecture, and all these different categories. And I thought, well, that's nice. If you look in each category, you find things that are specific to the category. But you never see how the real world works. You know, nobody works in categories.
Right.
Life does not happen in a category. It may happen by years or just flow, sort of all as a big mess, which is what life is.
Which is amazing, yeah.
And then I break it up by years, and sometimes by months or dates.
I think off late it's becoming more and more descriptive, like of date and a particular kind of.
No?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's easier to find the dates, and people do things on they've gotten much more specific. It used to be just in the 1960s we did this. Now it's on
this date.
this date, Thursday, in 1961 that we did this. So, and I like some kind of precision, but yeah, often it's impossible historically to find exactly when something
Exactly
started.
date, yeah.
So you can get within the year. And then 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I created that website. I thought it's time to do a website. I'll just put all this stuff on it. And I wrote an essay on German science in the American West, and I did that essay, and that's on it. The timeline is on it, and I keep adding to the timeline. Now I try to get the dates more accurately. So you'll notice in the last 10 years,
Yeah, I was reading it yesterday. Yeah.
it's sort of in order. May does not come before February. Every once in a while, I keep adding things
Yeah.
because I learn little historic facts. You know, somebody's born in Chicago, and I didn't know that. And then I add it.